Hi everyone, my name is Sahar Biniaz and I wanted to put this video out there because so many of you had asked me of why I decided to resign from Miss Universe. I no longer wanted to compete even though I had worked so hard for this opportunity because I got to see many things that didn't align with my value system. Prior to going for Miss Universe, I wanted to represent my original country, which is Iran, Persia. I thought since 1979, where women of my country have been silenced, they haven't had the opportunity to have any kind of representation on an international platform where they can speak up and they can showcase how incredible and powerful they are. And I really thought by me competing this year would be a way to help them to gain that visibility. But what I realized very quickly is Miss Universe is not what it used to be. As much as they are promoting that they're about unity, empowerment, very quickly I realized that they're not about unity. They're actually deep rooted, all about financial gain. And I am the type of person that speaks up when I see injustice. I am the type of person that stands up and expresses my concern when something isn't right. And very early on, I noticed so many things that didn't make sense. And I'm the type of person, as soon as I realize that there are a lot of things that do not make sense, I investigate. And then once I'm proven right, I eliminate myself from that organization, from that situation, from those people. And with Miss Universe, I was told by someone from within the organization that works with them that, Sahar, if you would like to place really well this year and if you would like to win, the more money you're able to bring into Miss Universe organization, the better you'll place. And as soon as I was offered that, I spoke up about it. And right away, I shut it down and I said, well, what's the point of competing? I mean, if this is what it's about, then let's make it into a charity event and everybody, just donates money. I mean, this is not what I signed up for. And as soon as that person saw that I'm speaking up and I have a bit of a voice, they start excluding me from different things. For example, the owner of Miss Universe, if you guys go back in time, he had a one-on-one meeting with contestants from different countries at his office in Mexico. Me and my national director, we asked for 5 months continuously, over and over, again and again, can we meet with the owner in Mexico City? And every time it was shut down. And also there was a gala / dinner in Miami prior to Miss Universe that only certain countries were invited to. And very quickly I realized that whoever that brings more financial money, like whoever brings more money to the owner of Miss Universe, whoever brings better contacts for them, the better that those contestants will place. And I really wanted to investigate this for myself further. And I realized that it is true. Because I started calling different countries, different girls. I said, were you invited to this? No. Were you asked to meet him here? No. And I started connecting the dots. And very quickly, I realized that this organization, it's not what it's about. It's not about women empowerment. Because if it was about women empowerment, when I told them that I'm representing Iran Persia, the first thing that they told my national director was, Sahar cannot talk about woman life freedom, which is the slogan of every Persian Iranian girl fighting in Iran for their freedom. I couldn't talk about that. On top of that, also, it was so many things that were wrong. Anyways, and when it came time to me going, my final straw was my national director got detained in Iran. I can't talk much about that because I don't know what is happening with her situation, and I don't want to say anything that would get her in trouble. But that being said, the Miss Universe organization did zero to help her out. If anything, they right away called me. They got someone from their team to call me to say, please do not talk to press about this. Please do not talk to anyone about this. And let's just brush it under the carpet and let it go. How is this organization about giving women the voice, but the minute that my national director is detained, I'm told that I can't speak up about it? And lastly, I come to realize that the way that the girls are treated, I mean, look at what happened to Miss Mexico while she was in Thailand. She was told she's a dumbhead and she stood up for that. And if I was there, I would have resigned right there as well. I would have left. I would have packed all my bags. But a lot of you are probably thinking, why don't more countries resign? Why don't they just get up? One, it's because they threaten these girls with a lot of contracts and paperwork. They say you cannot, you already signed the papers, we'll sue you. Two, it's because of the fact that when you go to a pageant as a contestant, you're probably going with 20 bags. So the minute you think that you're going to leave, you're like, how am I going to get out of this situation with all my stuff and find a flight? So I can understand why a lot of these girls felt pressured to continue to stay, even though that was the treatment that they were getting. And the other thing is the fact that it's complete unfairness to everybody competing this year at Miss Universe. I want to let you know that you guys are not going to be placed fairly. And thank you so much to one of the juries, Omar, who resigned just a few hours ago. Thank you for having integrity, because he realized that it's unfair and it is not chosen by the jury that they put there, but from people within the organization who are owners. So the owners, construction, developer friend, anyways, you guys get the point. I'm getting so wounded and so, I'm just so happy that I resigned. And I would like to say this lastly, to any girl, to any woman that's out there in the world that is ever part of an organization where you see injustice, where you see they're abusing you, where you see they're shutting you down, speak up, be the voice, be brave. And as much as they try to gaslight you, as much as they try to threaten you, as much as they try to shut you down, just like Miss Mexico did, just like so many Iranian Persian women in Iran are doing, please, I beg you, stand up for what's not right, because that's what our world needs. More stronger women that stand up. I know that it's hard to resign when you really wanted something, but the message that sends, it's so powerful. There you go.